Alright guys, this message is going to be for my Libra or Libra cross watchers here. Thank you guys for being here with me today. You are my first video for the day. It's been a busy past past week really. But you know, sometimes those things happen. And I've needed a lot of time to kind of catch up but I've been sitting with your energy for about an hour this morning, close to an hour, and I can't shake the feeling. I know this probably isn't going to be for everybody, but it's a sweet message. It's almost like someone, I don't know, they've been really the great pretender. Whoever this is for, it's really strong. Like I can't shake the feeling. I can't even get anything else. Like this is what I'm feeling is, I don't know if someone's been pretending to you or they've just been pretending to the outside world. Maybe they've been pretending to another romantically even, or others romantically if they've been involved with more than one. I don't know. Or even their family, their friends, social media maybe even. You know, this has not been easy for someone. And now I'm not saying, I mean, you may be even thinking, well, they don't have a right to, you know, still miss me or grieve this or even feel bad. I don't really know what they're feeling other than they've been pretending. See, I can't even speak. They've been pretending, and they've been very good at it because it actually hurts them a lot more losing you, not having you, and then not knowing if they are ever going to have you again. Okay, and I hate to harp on that and even talk about anything that's in the past. A lot of us were ready to move forward. The past is in the past. But this, you know, whoever I'm picking up on here, if we're being completely honest with ourselves, this is someone that you very, very much loved. This wasn't a half-hearted, half-assed type love you had for someone. And I think you still probably love them, but you might be done. I think you're done. I think I feel that. But it was something that, you know, if you didn't have to let go, you wouldn't have. Okay, now if you're watching me and you're like, no, that's not me, I am so glad, F that person. I mean, you might feel like that, but if you did love someone and that person's coming to mind, then this is them. Doesn't mean you want them back, doesn't mean you'll ever do that again, but I mean, maybe you already tried more than once. It's just like, you know, it was heavy. It was really heavy. But if you think for a second that it wasn't heavy on this person, it not only was, it still is. They think about you every single day. Do you know how much reminds this person of you? So much, not even just songs, but places this individual drives by. Food. Certain food reminds this person of you. Maybe, I don't know if it's the food itself, maybe. Some of you it is a certain type of food or a certain restaurant, a certain fast food restaurant, a certain sit-down restaurant. It could be an IHOP. It could be like an all 24-hour place that serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You know, places y'all would go late at night, or maybe even a certain, like again, a certain type of food, or the way that you would eat. Maybe they would feed you, or, you know, this is so specific, okay? But just take what resonates. It's that individual. Okay, maybe the way you would cook for them and the way y'all would cook together, or the way that they cooked for you and you loved it, you know. I don't know. But if you think that they don't think of those things, they do. And I think the caveat here would be the persona, like the performance this person puts on. It's like almost, who are you fooling? Who are they fooling? Well, I don't know, maybe they fooled other people, but they're not fooling themselves anymore. It's getting to them. It's probably because it's been enough time that yeah, I don't know, maybe at first it was something they were able to kind of ignore easier and distract themselves with, but I'm telling you, it's not going anywhere. I cannot shake this feeling. This is definitely the message today. They're not over the love that you two had, but they know they have to get over it, basically. So are they gonna say anything? I don't really know. I don't know. You know, I feel, I'm not saying this is a bad person. I don't know what happened. I don't know what ended things. It feels more on their part that they could have fought a little more for this, or did something, maybe they betrayed you. I don't know what happened. All I know is they have a lot of pride. I think we all have pride, but this person has a whole lot of pride to the degree of, even if I really realize my wrongs, or if I realize that I really love Libra or Crosswatcher, I still am not going to really do anything about it because I can't bear to hear them tell me no. It's almost like they know you're done. And they've tried to prove that they're done by not reaching out, or by not trying, by not apologizing, by not whatever it is that they probably morally need to do. They haven't. And they know that, though. I mean, their actions definitely don't match the truth that's inside of them. Like, they know. And that tells me a lot about this person. I don't know how they were. I don't know if, like, I don't know at the time how they were, but right now they do have a conscience. I mean, at least I feel that, because, you know, you'd be surprised at the people I can pick up on that really don't feel bad about anything that they do. I mean, have you experienced people like that? Because I have. You know, all of us do bad things, but some of us, you know, we feel bad about it, or it'll end up happening to us, and then we wake up and we get taught, we learn. But some people don't, you know, and some of the worst people that hurt us, or, you know, the most painful lessons come from, like, family members, like people real close to you. You know, this person, something about they're never going to forget what you did for them. They'll never forget what you did for them. At the time, they didn't appreciate it. I don't know what you did for them, but it was something real big. Or maybe you did something for somebody in their family. You did something, I feel like you did something for them. It may have even been, you know, to them it's like, I don't know, bossy, or, you know, demanding or something, but maybe it was out of love, you know. I mean, I'm just going to throw an example out there. Let's say this is someone who was, like, drinking themselves away, or drugging themselves away, or doing very unhealthy things, not taking care of themselves, just not caring, or doing something illegal, things that could get them in trouble, and just really needing to kind of straighten up and change their life. Maybe they tried for a little bit, but, you know, if they tried, they might have done it for you or for the relationship, and you may have seen through that, where you're like, look, you can't do anything for me and for the relationship or to make me happy. That's not real change. You have to do this for you, you know. And maybe you were like, I can't love you more than you love yourself. That's not going to work. That's not a healthy relationship. You have to want the help for yourself. And if you don't see that you need that, and maybe you don't want it, I'm not going to boss you. I'm not going to tell you what to do. So you had to do what was right for you, you know, amongst other things that transpired in the connection with this person. Either way, at the time it may have translated to them as you were, you know, because everyone else was kind of just ignoring what they were doing, or going along with it, or enabling them. Misery loves company, you know, we talk about that. And, you know, they might not have even kept the best friends around them, the best examples. They could have had some very toxic family members who either they participated in the same actions or behavior, or they just didn't really know this person deeply. Like, this person, you knew those sides of them, every side of them. You saw, like, the worst, you know, just like they saw in you. And, yeah, they might have even held you to a different standard than they hold other people. I don't know. That's not for everybody, but some of them they might have. You think that they haven't thought about these things? They're thinking about them right now as you're watching this video. I mean, right now. It's like I'm laying right beside this person, and I'm like, I don't know, I'm in their head or something. Deeply, heavily in their head. You might have even made, if not sacrifices for this person, you might have made some pretty big risks by being with this individual, meaning, you know, just being involved with them could have gotten you in trouble, did, maybe for some of you, could have gotten you really hurt, did for some of you, could have gotten your family hurt, your children if you have any, your child if you have any, just could have put you in compromising positions and situations just because, you know, love, right? But when it comes to what did this person actually sacrifice, it was nothing. Or if they did, it wasn't equal, and you might have even wondered if it was even real. I'm having a hard time talking. It's like I'm stuttering. This person's, you know, we all have strengths and weaknesses, and I would say speaking is not a good one of theirs. It's not a strong suit of theirs, even though when they do, sometimes they can be real good at it, but it's when they're smooth and when they can talk like that, you know, when they want to be good at communicating, they're real good at it, especially if it's saying hateful things or judging you. But when it came to like seeing what you were actually doing in their life and for them, and that you did love them, and that love doesn't watch those that they love go down paths that could be very destructive. And again, love will also back away and realize, you know, I can't change you. I love you for who you are, and if this is who you're telling me that you are, then I love you, and I'm gonna have to let you go. You know, and some of you, they outright just betrayed you in some way, shape, or form. Maybe more than once they betrayed you. I definitely get that they took you for granted, and you know, this message isn't to sit here and like keep bringing up the past. You know, I think that you're really genuinely done with it, but I do think that you love this person, and I mean love as present tense. Like, that doesn't mean you want to be with them again, but I think that you love them. I do think that you love them because your love was real. So that love doesn't necessarily ever end, but we can move forward, you know. They want some type of closure. They don't want closure. That's wrong, actually. They don't want closure. They want to start over, but they know, I'm telling you right now, this person is smart, but they do dumb things, don't we all? They know that, my back is hurting again. They know it's not going to happen. They can tell that. Maybe they just know you well. They probably know you better than they know themselves, because you make yourself very clear, and they can tell. You know, I don't know if this person ever told you or not, but you were a good example to them, and you were, I'm hearing like proud. They were very proud of you, whereas they came from a proud place. You did a lot of things for others and for yourself to be very proud of, and you grew a lot, you changed a lot. You may have both been, you know, just going through it at times. You might have both been kind of overcoming some things. Spam rest. You see things now. You have a wall up. You have a barrier. You protect yourself. You're not, you're just different. You're different. You're even different than when you and this person ended. You're different. You continue growing and moving forward, and they see this. They see this. It doesn't matter what they're showing the world. It doesn't matter what they're showing their family, their friends, new lovers, a new love. It doesn't matter. It's a performance. And they're really good at it. They are really, really good at it. And there's a part of them that, my timer's about to go off. There's a part of them that really wants to change, but maybe they just don't have the discipline that you've had or something like that, or they feel like, what would it matter even if they did? You wouldn't want them back, or you wouldn't, you know? And I think they would be right. I think they would be right. But, I mean, I don't know. It doesn't mean you wouldn't be cordial, or at least, you know, meet up with this person again. Some of you wouldn't. Some of you would. Just to talk and be like, okay. And then to move forward. That's it. We'll let it go, you know? Yeah. I think it hurts this person every single day. And for some reason, more so during this time. More so during this time. It's I don't know why, but it's really eating them alive. It's like they're just now realizing that you were the real love they always had. Like, you always really loved them. This person, I'm not making excuses for them. I'm just telling you what I feel. This person really had a hard time, which I relate in my own way. So I kind of get this about them. They really don't know what love is at all. Like, love to them, which I've been here before on a personal level. You hear the train? Yeah, train wreck type thing. Love to them is someone who will try to make you jealous. You know, love to them is someone who will fight with you all the time instead of know one's value and say, I'm not going to do this with you. I'm not going to go round and round. That's not love to them. That's abandonment. That's giving up. They could have abandonment issues. They could have felt abandoned by a family member, even if the family member never left and was always there, but they just weren't present. They were selfish. It was always about them. You know, they don't really know this person. They're just in the family, or maybe they outright abandoned them. They could have cared more about, maybe they had family who cared more about their alcohol, cared more about the drugs, cared more about a certain child or other children than they did them. I don't know. But in some way, shape, or form, this person maybe had to grow up really quickly, fend for themselves, or emotionally just, what was ever even real? You know? They could have had maybe one individual who really loved them deeply, but some of them, no. I'm talking none. But if they did, that person may have already left this earth, and so that's painful, you know what I mean? Because, wow, like, they feel like all the love left when that person did, when they left this planet. And so that's what's really fucked them up a little bit. But if that's not the case, they've never really had anyone that is genuine in their corner. And so they have friends that are not genuine. They're not friends. It's the blinding the blind even more, walking them into walls and traps, and they think friends are the ones who keep all your dirtiest secrets instead of a person who will say, why do you have those secrets? How do you feel about those secrets that you keep? Do you think that doing that to someone's right? Like you were the type that would say those things, whereas others go along with it. They don't care. They lie for each other, which means they'll lie to each other. But this person didn't see that. I think they're seeing it now. They could even be having some type of forced, universally forced awakening in a way. But what is painful about it and most heartbreaking about it is, the one thing you can't get back is time. And I also relate to that. Like, I relate to this person, I do. And I think probably only because they are starting to come around. But sometimes it is too late. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's too late. Some of you may decide to open your heart to this person again and just be cordial, or whatever you decide to do. That's your business. That's your prerogative. You have a right to do what you want. And some of you may genuinely stick to your guns and be like, no, I'm good, but thank you. Either way, I don't feel them reaching out, but they want to. They're not reaching out in the 3D, unless they are. I don't know, some of you they might, or they are already. We're on different timelines, but most of you, I feel like they're doing it on the astrals. It's probably why you think of this person randomly, like they pop in your head, especially if it's been a little while now. This is a very specific message. I'm just going to say this right here at the tail end, and then I'm going to go. Confirmation if you and this person tried to conceive together, or did conceive together, and maybe something happened, or you really talked about having a family together. Okay, confirmation, because that plays heavily on this person's mind. Having a child with you, or children with you, or wanting to at one time, sharing blood in some way, whether it has to do with a child, something about blood, sharing blood. I don't know. There's something you guys shared together, some things, but something really deep and intimate and personal, and I don't know, that plays heavily on them, like a family, having a family with you. So I'm gonna go. Thank you guys for being here with me, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.